Cheap Not Broke on Instagram and TikTok at Cheap Not Broke.
Broke fam. It's Thursday. Welcome to Cheap Not Broke Live. I am your host, Malcolm. Thank you for tuning back in. If you haven't, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We are officially at 1,321 subscribers. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription counts. So if you can tell a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend to subscribe and get all those subscribers, that would be like 20,000 subscribers right there. Thank you all for tuning back in. We are live. Tonight, what are we talking about? No car payments. Get your car fixed. Get your car fixed. Yep. Talking about the simple stuff tonight. We can keep it simple. Yes, most people got a car. Got a car. Great. Either you got car payments or you're paying to keep that thing maintained. One of the two. Car gonna cost you some money. But what's the cheapest way out? Well, damn sure ain't the car payments. Car payments cost money, interest, all that stuff. So we're gonna get into that tonight. If you haven't, please go to www.cheapnotbroke.com. www.cheapnotbroke.com. Sign up for the email subscription list. Sign up for everything. Sign up for everything. We appreciate that. Go to cheapnotbroke.com and sign up for all that stuff. Yes, tonight, car maintenance, car repairs, car payments. Which is the best? Well, definitely not car payments. Car payments cost a lot of money. If you're a person that leases cars, you forever got a car payment. You're always going to have a car payment. Now, some people got it like that. Some people have that kind of money where they want to keep a new car. That's for you. But we're Cheap Not Broke. We are not talking about that. We are talking about those people who have those paid off cars and you're trying to keep that thing running because you don't want to have to go get a new car and make payments. That sucks. Well, how do you do that? What are some of the simple things that you can do to keep your car running? It's some stuff a lot of people don't take care of the maintenance, regular maintenance. You know, you got to do some regular things to keep your car going to increase the lifetime of the car. One of those being, get your oil change. Get your oil change, people. If you're not getting your oil change, what you doing? That is the easiest way to keep your car running good and maintain the life of the car. Now, if you don't change your oil, you're going to have some problems. If you don't change your oil, your motor's going to seize up. You're going to be on the side of the road. And you got to get a new motor put in. That's a couple $1,000s. Your motor costs you about, what, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, depending on the type of car you got. Motor costs you a little money, plus the labor. You got to take out the old motor and put the new motor in. And that's not no easy job. They're not doing that in 10 minutes. Getting your motor, making sure your oil change is one of the most important things you can do for your car. Because if you don't, your motor's going to seize up and then you can't go anywhere. People think you'll run out of gas is one thing. You can go walk down the street and get you some gas, get a gas can and put gas back in your car and keep it moving. If you don't put no oil in your car and your motor seizes up, it's over. You're going to be, and that's it. Hey, what's going on with my car? All these lights going to come on in your car. Hey, what's going on? There is no, you'll see the oil light. Car gonna shake, and that's gonna be it. So you don't want to do that. First and foremost, you got to keep your oil changed and know what kind of oil you got. Now you can take it down to the Jiffy Lube. You know, let them do it. Take it down to your local dealership. Let them do it. Dealership gonna cost you some money. I would suggest find you a mechanic that you know and trust, and let them work on your car because the dealership is always gonna slap you upside the head. Now I see if you got a new car still under warranty. Yes, take it to the dealership. Take it to the dealership because it's still under warranty. You don't have to pay for all of that. But if you don't have that warranty, dealership going to cost you a lot of money. You can go find you a guy. Some people call shade between mechanics. I don't really, if that's what you got, that's what you got. That's what I used to deal with. I used to live in North Carolina all through college. I worked on cars. I worked at O'Reilly's and I worked at AutoZone all through college. That's what got me through working on cars. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, and I worked at a place called Merchants Tire, formerly Tire Kingdom, changing tires and oil. That's what I had to do. That was an interesting job to have in school. A lot of people don't know that. It's like, yeah, what was I doing? I was changing tires and oil. That's what I was doing in school and working on auto parts. So cars got me through. Learned a whole lot because I go just to drop off parts to a lot of mechanics and, ask a lot of questions. You see somebody's car, go, what's going on with this one? They tell you this and that. You learn that all car problems aren't just human error. Some cars just have factory problems. What is it? Is it Chevrolet? Yeah, Chevrolet. If it's Chevrolet, like their excuse me. What is it? Power steering pump. Power steering pump. When it turns, it's going to whine. It just makes that kind of noise when you have your power steering pump on the Chevy, and it's just what is going to happen. That's just how they come off of the line. Some stuff you can't avoid. Some cars just got problems. It is what it is. But some stuff you can't avoid. Number two, tune up. Just getting a regular tune up. Going to get your spark plugs changed. Going to get your coils checked because some cars don't have spark plugs. A lot of cars have coils, spark plugs, old coils. Get those checked. Air filter check. Get all your fluids checked. Brake fluid, power steering fluid, windshield wiper fluid, coolant, antifreeze. Get all that stuff checked. That stuff save you a whole lot of money, man. Get your tune up. Tune up costs you about $100. Not a lot of money, but you gotta have your fluids right. You gotta have your fluids. Your fluids gotta be right. You need your brake fluid for your brakes to work. You need power steering fluid. If you have a power steering pump, you need that. You need antifreeze for your radiator so your car won't run hot. You need what else do you need? You need a whole lot of stuff, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Gotta make sure your fluids are straight, man. Because like I said, man, you forget this stuff, you end up buying a whole new car. And it's not the car you're paying for. You're paying that loan. You got to pay that interest. You got to make that down payment. It's a lot of extra money. So why do that if you don't have to? Now, I see if you need a new car, you got to go out and get one. That's one thing. But if you don't have to, keep the car you got. And sometimes cars just get to a point where you don't want them no more. They just cost you too much money. That's a whole nother thing. Because you get to a point where getting the car fixed costs you so much money, it don't make sense to have it anymore. If you're dropping $200-$300 in the car every other couple months, you might want to get another car, especially if you need it reliable, because you can't have a situation where you got to go somewhere, car won't start, car's not running, and you can't get to where you got to go. Hell no, you're missing the money. You can't miss the money because of the car. You got to spend some more money on a new car so you can keep getting back to the money. It can happen, though. It happen. I remember one time I was driving to work. I was working on O'Reilly's in North Carolina. I didn't put my hood all the way down. You got to push your hood down. Got to put some muscle in it. I didn't do it. I didn't put enough muscle in it. Well, one thing about your hood when you're driving down the street, your hood, if it's not down all the way, air gets up under the hood. And then what'll happen is some air will get up under the hood and eventually, come back and hit your windshield. So I'm driving down. I didn't put my hood all the way down, and the hood flew back and bam, hit the windshield. Scary. So not only do you have to get a new hood, you got to get a new windshield because your windshield is busted and you can't see. So you're driving, bam, you got the windshield sitting, you got the hood sitting in front of the windshield. You can't see anymore. And then you're stuck. It's dangerous stuff, man. And that was my fault. Now, I happened to work at a parts store and knew a whole bunch of people that worked on cars. So I got that fixed the same day. It cost me like $180, $160. No problem. Didn't cost me anything. Well, people can do some stuff like that. But now, I make sure I bang that hood. I make sure that hood is down. I'm not having that problem again. It's scary. It's scary when your hood forward there. There's a big loud noise. You feel like you got shot. Bow. You feel scared. Make sure you put your hood down. Make sure you put your damn hood down. It'll cost you a lot of money and how you're all messed up out here. Number three. We're on 3. Tires. You need some decent tires. Man, I worked at a tire shop. I would see some people coming in there with driving the tires down to the threads are coming out. You got the tires have metal and metal wiring under the bottom of them, under the rubber. People are driving down to that part. I'm like, oh no. You got to do something about this. But what can you do? You can't do nothing. You don't give them free tires and it's not illegal. So a person just going to drive on bad tires. Tire blowout on the highway. It's dangerous. That's really dangerous. But tires are expensive. Tires cost you about, you get one tire costs you about $100 nowadays. Now I remember we used to get tires for about $60. $60 when I was working there. A good tire cost you about $60, $70. Not now. Average tires about $100. 4 tires, $100 plus install. You got to get installed. Got to pay install fee. Balance. We got to rotate the tires. Got to get them balanced and stuff. That all costs you money. But in the long run, getting your tires rotated will save you money. And just having some new tires, it's not only, it's just safe. It's just a safe thing to do. You don't want to be out there with bad tires, especially when it's raining, wet. You'll slide. Dangerous. It's dangerous stuff. You want to make sure you have some decent tires. Now, I don't know if you know how to check your tires. When you get your tires, you got tire tread. You stick your finger. You can stick your finger in between the thread. If you can stick your finger between the tire thread, the tire tread, and you can feel, and there's ridges between it, you're good. But if your tire is smooth and there's no more ridges on it, it's time to get your tire changed. You got what those call skids. Oh, my granddad called it skids. When your tire gets smooth, when your tires start feeling like skin, you got skids, and you need to get your tires changed. Don't be riding around here on no bald tires. You got a lot of people. You got especially some women. You got a nice handbag, bald tires. You don't be out here. But your handbag is nice, but your tires bald. You're spending your money wrong. Get you some tires first, then go get your bag. That's what you got to do. Get your tires changed. Number 3. We got oil change. Get your oil change, tires changed, tune up. What else you got to do? Yeah. Oh, dang. What else you got to do? Hold on. I have my list. Let me pull out my list. I forgot. Let me pull out my list. Oil change, tire change. I used to do all this stuff. Man, I'll be remembering all the time. Yeah, those are the main things. But the number one thing is get your oil change. Number one, get your oil change to check your fluids. Uh-oh. Got my music running. There we go. Back up. Yeah, but those are 3 main things. But here we go. Now the question is, speaking of cars, some cars last longer than others. Some cars last long. Some cars just not gonna last you that long. I don't care how much you take care of it, it's just not a good car. But you do have some cars out here that last a really long time. And I can tell you exactly which one those are. I got a list of them. I got a list. Number 1, Toyota. If you got any kind of Toyota gonna last you a long time. Long as you take care of your Toyota, long as you keep the oil change, keep the tires done, keep the maintenance up on your Toyota, Toyota will last you until Jesus comes back himself. You can go see Jesus in your Toyota because it will be running good. I'm trying to tell you. Toyota Camry, I don't know about no Prius, but Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, they will last you long. Even Toyota 4Runner. You see Toyota 4Runner still running around from like 99, 2000. Those things are still running strong. It's a guy that lives down the street. He got a Toyota 4Runner. Toyotas are great cars. Toyota 4Runner, Avalon, Highlander, especially noted for their ability to surpass 250,000 miles. 250,000 miles. That's a lot. They tell you to get rid of your car when you hit 100,000. 100,000. Now, 100,000 when you really got to start like doing the maintenance, keeping it, really keeping the maintenance up. Changing the oil, might have an oil leak, got to get your oil seals changed. So 100,000 when you start getting a lot of maintenance, have a lot of maintenance issues, but you can still keep the car past that. Second longest lasting car, Hondas. Now I know everybody, you have seen a Honda Accord. A Honda Accord. I'm gonna pull up the Honda Accord right now. I know you've seen one of these. Everybody has seen one of these in the last, probably the last day or so. If you've been out, mark my words. I'm trying to tell you something. Check this out. Let me pull up my screen. If you've been out, you've seen one of these cars. People still drive these cars. This car will last. This car is like the mosquito. It will last forever. No matter what happened, this car is going to be around. You still people driving this car. This is a great lasting car. 99 Honda Accord. I had one. Great car. Amazing. Inexpensive to work on. You get a lot of good miles out this thing. This thing get like 300 miles on the tank. Not 300. 2 something. I made it from Florida to North Carolina line in this car. Great, amazing car. Great, amazing car. I'm trying to tell, if you haven't, drop a comment right now if you've seen one of these cars recently. Or if you know somebody wanted these cars. This is the same kind of car Tyrese drove in Baby Boy. They still driving them right now. My family loves Honda. Man, Hondas are the best cars on earth. Hondas are good cars, man. They really, really are. And you know because you can go outside and see old Hondas riding around. Old Toyotas, old Hondas. They're great. Even the new ones. The new ones are nice. I like the new Hondas right now. I like the new Hondas. Shout out to YouTube user. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Hondas are good cars, man. They really are. And they're not expensive to work on. That's the best part about them. They don't cost a lot. You know, your Mercedes, your BMWs, they cost. Honda, no. Your Honda don't cost you a lot of money. You don't need all that. Next one, what we got? We got. I don't know if I agree with this. Do I agree with this? Chevy. You got Chevrolet. Now, Chevrolet truck, yes. Cars, no. You don't see no old Chevrolet cars, no. Like the old Chevy Suburbans, you don't see them as much. You don't see a lot of people driving those because they're terrible on gas. Chevy Silverado. Now, a lot of people drive Chevy Silverado. Chevy Silverado is a good truck. Drive that for a long time. Chevy Tahoe, good truck. Drive that for a long time. But Chevy don't have no good cars. They don't have any good cars. They're not great. I'm not gonna keep it on Chevy. I don't like Chevy. No, I love her Chevy. No, I don't love Chevy. Ford. That Ford F-150. That Ford F-150. Now, that's a good-ass truck. That's a farm truck. That's a family truck. The F-150 is an amazing truck. You still see those old trucks driving around, like a 99, 98, 96 F-150. You still see one of those driving around. Shoot, my granddad had an F-150, and we still drive it to this day. That thing still run. GMC Sierra, Subaru, Lexus, Acura, really, really long gas car. That Acura TL and the Acura. There's another Acura. Oh man, what's that Acura Integra. Now, first off, Acura Integra, those cars still cost a little bit of money. You can't even get an Acura Integra for the cheap because people race those cars. Acura still makes good. They make good cars. They drive for a long, long time. Another good car, if you take care of it, you can drive for a long time. You don't worry about no car payment. You can just keep riding that thing. As long as you keep you some, get you some black ice, put you one of them black ices up, keep the car vacuum out, you straight. Keep the tires, keep the tune up on it done, keep the oil on it, keep the oil change. You're solid. Another car, Lexus. Lexus is a Toyota. You still see old Lexus. You still see the Lexus LX400 still driving around. You still see some old Lexus trucks. So Lexus, but that's a Toyota. So that's the same thing. It's just a nicer brand of Toyota. Nissan. Now I still see Nissan Maximas. The Nissan 96 Maxima. I still see people drive that around too. That's another good car. People drive that car around. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. Let's pull up the 96 Maxima. My mom had one of those. 1996 Nissan Maxima. Bam. And I seen an 80 Nissan Maxima recently. Somebody had an 80 Nissan Maxima. They still driving these around. Why am I talking about this? Cheap Not Broke. Why am I talking about this on Cheap Not Broke? Because we don't want to be making car payments. Why not keep the same car and driving forever? I mean, unless you just like cars, you're a car person, you want to just keep getting new cars. Yeah, but if you don't want to make car payment, why do it? Nissan Maxima. These things are still riding around to this day. You pay attention, you'll see one. But I'm talking about this because, man, car payments suck. You got to pay all that interest, and the car is a depreciating asset. Car going to cost you less money. You pay $20,000 for the car right now. It's going to be worth like 17. Then it's going to be worth 15, 13. It's going to keep going down. They just keep going. Cars are depreciating assets, so it doesn't make that much sense to continue to spend a lot of money on a car. Now, a house goes up in value. House, buy for 3, it go up to 6. Car, not happening. You can't increase the value of a car. Very hard to do it. And you don't want, and like I said, somebody, I remember my first car I got here, somebody hit it. It was paid off. 1999 Nissan Maxima, no problem. Parked on the side of the road. Somebody hit my car, totaled my car, had to get a whole new car. But, and I'm like, dang, you don't even have all control of what goes on with it. You get some reckless driver out there, hit your stuff. You got to go after their insurance, get it done, get a new car, and spend your money. Because the insurance might get you some insurance money, but they're probably not giving you enough money to pay off a new car. Probably not doing that. And speaking of new cars, how much do new cars cost? I want to get in that. What are some of the least expensive cars? You might be in the market for a car. What is the least expensive car right now? What's not going to cost you a lot of money or break the bank? Well, I got some 2024 models. And here's what they are. 2024 Nissan Versa starting off at $16,390 with interest, probably like 22. Gotta get a loan. 2024 Nissan Mitsubishi Mirage $16,995. 2024 Hyundai Venue $19,900. Kia Forte $19,900. Kia Soul $20,190. Chevy Trax $20,000. Nissan Sentra $20,000. And Hyundai. Now Toyota's not even on here. Toyota and Honda is not even on here. Does that mean they've gone up in price and value? Probably so. They probably cost a little more money nowadays. But doesn't mean you can still like cheapest car on here is a Nissan Versa. I think that's a hatchback, 4-door, 4-cylinder. I don't know if it's a family car. I don't know if you want to get you and your 3 kids in there. But it's a reasonably priced car. Reasonably priced car. I still see people driving Versas around. I think they're a fairly good car. Now, I would tell you who has stepped their game up. Kia has stepped their game up compared to what Kia used to be and what they are now. Night and day. Kia and Hyundai have definitely stepped their game up. They are on people's ass. Now, they're not Honda and Toyota. I'm not going to say that. They're still Honda and Toyota are still a step above Kia and Toyota. Kia and Hyundai. I'm just saying Kia and Hyundai have stepped their game up. Do you agree? Does anybody drive a Kia or a Hyundai? What do you think? Because you remember they used to give out that 100,000 mile warranty. I don't know if they still give that out. 100,000 mile warranty is not bad. It's not a bad warranty. Now, you know it ain't going to cover everything. That was a good way to get people to buy it. 100,000 miles? That's like the lifetime of a car. That's a great deal. Nobody else is doing that. Honda, Toyota, Mercedes, nobody else. I'm not warranting that car for 100,000 miles. You're crazy. But Kia was doing that. Car maintenance. Take care of your car. Fix your car. Make sure you're doing what you need to do so you don't have to get a car payment. Car payment is expensive. You already got rent, mortgage. Why have a car payment? You don't have to have a car payment. You got to pay rent. You got to pay the mortgage. Don't have to make a car payment. That's your choice. That is your choice. You choose and do what you want to do. All right. We're going to move on to our next segment of the show. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody watching, how you doing? Where you from? Where you from? Everybody right now watching, drop a comment. Let me know where you're from. I want to shout your city out. Let me shout your city. I don't know if y'all noticed, every time at the end of the show, my outro is always a different city. So shout out your city, and we'll throw up an intro. We'll throw up an outro over your city. So if you're watching right now, let me know where you're from. But right now, we're going to take a break. We're going to go, got to pay some bills. And then we're going to go back to interesting news. What's up, people? Thank you for tuning back into my channel. I got some new merch for you. I got hats, I got mugs, and I got the new Cheap Not Broke shirt with the patch on them. This stuff is official. I got it hot off the press, sewn on just for you. I got black, red, and white. Head over to cheapnotbroke.com and grab your merch. All right, people, it's time for interesting news. Oh man, I don't know if you remember this place. Times are tough for everybody. Badcock and Badcock is closing. Is it Badcock and Badcock? Major furniture chain Badcock to shut down all its stores after 120 years. I remember seeing their commercials. I don't remember their jingle, but I remember seeing their commercials all the time. A 120-year-old furniture chain shutter all 380 stores after a parent company filed for bankruptcy. The latest brick and mortar business to buckle from high overhead costs Massive Nested Badcock Home Furniture and More, which has stores throughout the South, announced that it's going out of business Tuesday. Maybe that's because I'm from Florida and they used to be down there. They are going out of business on Tuesday. The company was purchased last year by Collins, Texas-based furniture retailer, which filed for bankruptcy last week. Somebody bought them out and messed up the business. Con operates an additional 150 stores, but has amassed $2 billion in debt. Damn! You guys sell a lot of couches to pay that off. The publicly traded company has finished 2023 with a net loss of $77 million. Con said in April disclosure, Con shares have plummeted 93%. The stock opened at $4.08 in January. Now sits at 32 cents. Damn, 32 cents. That is terrible. That makes sense to me because I bought some new furniture recently and I bought it off Wayfair and I bought it off Amazon. I did not go in store and buy it, so I don't think people are going in stores and buying furniture as much. Now I did go in store and look for some furniture. It wasn't as expensive. It wasn't comparable to what I saw online. Stuff online was definitely a lot cheaper, less expensive. I went with what was online. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Pay more? I mean, pay more because it's in store. Now, I did like the fact I can touch it, see it, but I got to pay for the delivery fee, and it's just a lot more. So I kind of understand why you got a lot of online furniture stores. You can see more online, and still the online furniture still want you to make you buy that stuff offline anyway. You still got to go online and buy it, so it don't matter. You go in the store, oh, I really like this. Well, you need to go online and buy it anyway. Online has more options too. Yes, it does. It does have a lot more options. And when you go into the store, they tell you to come online anyway and buy it anyway. So that's nothing changed. So I get it. People just are going online buying their stuff. It's cheaper and it makes more sense. Next story. 4.7 billion NFL Sunday ticket decision overturned in bombshell. What happened? Well, customers were suing the NFL because they said they had a monopoly on the NFL Sunday ticket. It was only on DirecTV. It wasn't offered anywhere else, and people had a problem with it. Thursday, right before the annual preseason game, the court finds that the jury's damages were I'm skipping over. Thursday before the NFL preseason game, the preseason's on right now. Federal District Judge Felipe Gross overturned the ruling that the NFL would have to pay residual and commercial Sunday tickets subscribers $4.7 billion for violating antitrust laws for out-of-market package. So basically, they're just trying to sum it up. They said they had a monopoly only on DirecTV. They should have had in other places. They didn't. They were trying to sue. The original ruling would have been split amongst 2.4 million residential subscribers and 48,000 commercial subscribers. Today, we asked the district court to settle aside the jury's verdict in this case, which contrary to law and unsupported evidence presented. Basically, NFL got a lot of money, and it's going to be really, really hard to beat them. That's what happened there. And football is on right now. Hey, football's back. Yay, I'm excited. And last story. Donald Trump has raised, how much is this money? $139 million. Donald Trump has made $139 million for his campaign. That's a lot of money. You know, we sit there and we act like this is about the laws and policy. It can't be. Shout out 35-7. Everyone will get a check for $5 each. Exactly. That's what they do. They sue everybody for all this money, and everybody's getting $10 checks. Who cares? Send me $200-$300. I'll be happy. You go through these class action lawsuits, company pays out millions, but you only get pennies. Wasting my time. But I'm glad you pointed that out because that is true. They only give you pennies. But Trump campaign raised $139 million. You know, the presidential election is not about policy. It's not about what you're going to do for the people. It's a sham. It's a show. It's a show. It is a show because nobody's really talking about any policy. They're going to bring in all these new laws. Nobody's bringing them up. I mean, what do you need as a citizen? What are your needs? Do you feel like your needs are being met? Do you think the president is addressing anything? We're not talking about education. We're in a society where everything is going technological. You need to have some technical skills, but we're not really teaching that in schools. We're shutting schools down, and we don't want to fund schools with public tax dollars anymore. We want everything to go private because people are having less kids. Well, what does society look like now? You have a bunch of dumbasses running around trying to do everything. That's not going to work. So I don't really think. They tell me to go vote, but vote for what? I'm voting for a person. I'm not voting for their policy. I'm not voting for what they stand on. These people don't stand on business. They're not talking about nothing. But we're supposed to run out there and go vote, use my good gas, and go vote for these people. Yeah, right. Vote for something that matters. Vote for something that you really care about. But they're not presenting you with anything. So it's a whole bunch of hogwash to me. I don't know. I'm really tired of it. I don't really care about it. They're switching. What kind of stuff you switching to the Democratic elector? Is that what they call it? The candidates this late in the game? It's 4 months out. What are you supposed to do? Who else can run? It is a popularity contest. That's all it is. It's a popularity contest. Because they damn sure not talking about no laws. They're not talking about no jobs. They're not talking about no schools. I mean, who cares about going green? Man, y'all don't care about the environment. Come on. If y'all care about the environment, you make the FDA put all the stuff that they're putting in people's food. Because our food is horrible here in the United States. A lot of places don't even accept our food. I'm not sure you know that. We don't export a lot of food because they're like, hell no, y'all not poison our people with that. So that's all with that. That's all. And he raised $139 million for what? Food, gas, and clothes? Because that's all he needed for. Because ain't nothing else going. It's not going towards anything else. It's not. It's a joke. Presidential election is a joke. They're not talking about no policy. They're not helping nobody. But when it comes to your state governor, your mayor, you better be on board with that because that stuff really affects you. It really does. But yep, that's what we got. That's what we got. You don't want to be out there making unnecessary car payments unless you just want to drive a new car. If you're going to do that, hey, I get it. If you have to make a car payment, if you have to, I get it. But it's not something you don't want to do. If you don't have to, why do it? Why not pay your car off, keep the maintenance up, and keep that thing moving? Save that money. Invest that money. You can put that money in stock, put that money in retirement. You can put that money towards, I don't know, going on a trip because you know I like to travel. You can put that money towards a lot of things besides a car payment. But here's the thing about a car payment. Car payment comes to an end. You pay rent forever. Your mortgage ends, but you got to pay the property tax. Car payment comes to an end. You don't have to pay that forever. But if you choose to, so be it. Just make sure you get what you want and get a car that lasts. Get you a Toyota, Honda, something that's going to last you the next 10, 15 years. You ain't got to worry about that. Now, some of these other raggedy cars, you're going to have to be back there the next 6, 7 years buying something new. Tesla, we don't know how long they're going to last. They're a fairly new car. We don't know if Tesla's going to do 10, 15 years. I think, as I've already said in previous shows, they're not going to send you the software updates and then you're going to be stuck. We need to come buy a whole new car. Well, why can't y'all send me the updates? Because it's time for you to get a new car. They're going to treat it like a cell phone. Stop seeing updates. You're going to have to buy something new. Trash, garbage. Not a fan of it. That's what they're going to do to you. That's what they're going to do to you. Yeah. But that's what we got. Car maintenance. Everybody watching, what y'all think? What kind of car y'all got? Y'all, anybody driving a Honda, Toyota? Anybody got one of those? Anybody got one? Let me know. I've had a Honda. Got a Toyota now. It runs great. Take care of that thing. I'm going to keep it moving. I don't plan on getting a new car no time soon. You know, as long as I take care of the one I got, Lord willing, keep it rolling. New car, 2 years. Hey, new car, 2 years. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. New car. And some people are car people. They want a new car every 2 years. Me, I'm going to keep the same car because I don't really care about it like that. You know, it just gives me point A to point B. Now, when Cheap Not Broke get 200,000 subscribers, we might get a new car every 2 years. Josh Brown, when Cheap Not Broke get 20,000 subscribers, I might go get me a new car. But for them, for right now, I'm driving what I got. But I'm not mad at it. You know, some people get a new car every 2 years. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's if you are a person that if you're trying to save some money, you can get up out of your car payment. If you're going to drive a new car every 2 years, drive a new car every 2 years. I have a Hoopty. Hey, nothing wrong with the Hoopty, man. Now, well, I'm going to tell you what I do like. I do like classic cars. Okay? Now, that Grand National, woo! Lord knows. I want me a Grand National. I do want a Grand National, and I want a Buick. Oh man, not a LeSabre. Riviera. Let me show you my car. Let me show you what I'm looking for, y'all. Let me show you. Let me show you my car. Buick Riviera 70. Where's that Buick Riviera? Bam. So I'm an old school. I'm from Florida. I like old school cars. Classic car. I don't like old school. They're classic. They're not old school. They're classic cars. They hold value. This is what I'm looking for. When I give me some money, I'm going to get that Buick Riviera. I'm gonna drop the ass. I'm gonna drop the ass on that thing. I'm gonna drive it as is. I'm putting no rims on it or nothing. Get the leather interior redone. I'm going to get a Buick Riviera. That's what I'm going to get. That thing's smooth. Buick Riviera. That's that car. Buick Riviera. I love. Oh man, it's one of my favorite cars. Buick Riviera, and then you got that Buick, got that Grand National. Grand National. So I like Buick. I'm a Buick guy. I like Buicks. Of course, I like Chevys. Being from Florida, love that. And then I'm gonna show you a couple of cars that I like. And you see, I'm cheap, not broke. I like. No, I ain't gonna lie. I get the Ferrari money. I'm going to get the Ferrari. I got to get me a Ferrari. I've been wanting those since I was a kid. Want a Ferrari. But this here, woo, you can scoop. You can hop. This Grand National, man. Listen, the police gonna need to call the police to come get me in this here. I'm gone. I'm gone. You seen one of these Grand National? I'm gone. Man, give me a 450, put me a 450 big block in there. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Buick Grand National. And my last car that I really like, and none of my cars cost money, is the Caprice. Chevy Caprice. 98. Master P had one of these. They don't have one hooked up. 98 hooked up. Now, cause we do them a little different in Florida. Yeah. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. I didn't ask you for that. Be quiet. I didn't ask you for that. Here we go. If I can get the damn thing to pull up. Where's my Caprice? Chevy Caprice. Right here. Last one. Chevy Caprice. Not this one. This one looks terrible. But I guess it's on YouTube. But that's it. Chevy Caprice right there. That thing is nice. You can scoot in that thing. I love that car. I'm an old school car guy. I like those. YouTuber, I got an Acura MDX. Acura MDX, nice car. I like Acura MDX. It's a great car. Nice, just a truck, right? Acura MDX. I like Acuras. Acura Integra. I like, I like foreign cars. Like I said, you can get those cars I want cost some money now. You're not getting none of those cars I want are cheap. You got to go buy them off somebody because they don't make it no more. But yeah, all those cars I got, pay for them, no car payments, baby. Get my classics, and I'm straight until I come up on that Ferrari. I'm out of here. But like I said, you don't have to make car payment. You make one if you want to, but why do it? Why do it? You got to pay car insurance no matter what you got. Car insurance is something that's ongoing. You got to keep paying that car insurance. You got a newer car, you got to pay more on car insurance. Why do that? If you can avoid doing that, don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to get a new car, make sure you get the best interest rate. Shop around, okay? Don't go get the loan from the car dealership. Get the loan from the bank. The bank is not in the business of car dealership. They're trying to make the most they can off of you on that car. Bank is not doing the same. The bank is not in the business of selling cars. The bank is in the business of selling loans. Car dealership is business of selling cars, so they're going to try to get as much of you off of you as they can from that car. So if you're trying to go get a new car, my suggestion, go get a bank loan. Don't get it from the car dealership. That's what I got for you. Bam! We're back on Monday. We're Monday. Happy August, everyone. Happy August and happy football season. Happy football season. Yes, happy football season. You know what? I'm going to actually do something different this year during football season. We're cheap, not broke. I'm going to go through the fines. We're going to do every week. We're going to see who got fined and how much NFL made. All right. So we're going to do a little sports in there, do a little different. Who got fined and why? So we're going to do that each week. I'm going to go through all the NFL fines and why they got fined. So we're going to do something interesting. So if you're looking forward to that, drop a comment, hit that like button. Let me know what you think. Head over to cheapnotbroke.com. Support your boy. Support your boy. cheapnotbroke.com. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Very much appreciated. On the road to 20,000 subscribers. On the road to 20,000 subscribers. Right now we have 1,321. Got a long way to go, but that's okay. Anything worth having takes a little minute to get it. And we're okay with that. We are okay with that. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Cheap Not Broke. We're back on Monday with a new show, more stuff. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you Monday night. Take care. See ya. I'm gone.